My beloved one, have you ever felt the heat rising around you? Have you ever wondered why the trouble did not stop, even after your prayers were whispered with faith? Have you ever asked why the fire was not removed, even when obedience was chosen over fear? These questions are often carried quietly in the heart. They are asked in nights of silence, when everything seems to be falling apart. And yet, it is in such moments that courage is formed, not by escape, but by standing firm. This story is not only about a furnace from long ago. It is about faith under pressure. It is about courage when there is no visible way out. It is about standing when falling apart seems easier. In the land of Babylon, a golden image was raised high by King Nebuchadnezzar. It was built to be admired, feared, and worshipped. A command was given to all people, nations, and languages. When the music was played, everyone was to bow down. No exception was allowed. No excuse was accepted. Whoever refused would be thrown into a blazing furnace. Among the crowd stood 3 young men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They were far from home, far from comfort, and surrounded by pressure. They had been given new names, new clothes, and new positions. But their hearts had not been changed. Their faith had not been replaced. When the music was played, knees were bent all around them. Heads were lowered. Fear was chosen by many. But these 3 men remained standing. Their bodies were still. Their choice was firm. Their faith was visible. They were reported to the king. Anger was stirred. A second chance was offered. The king spoke with authority and pride, asking, "Who is the God who will rescue you from my hand?" It was then that courage was shown, not with loud words, but with steady faith. A powerful answer was given, one that still echoes through time. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from it. But even if he does not, we want you to know that we will not serve your gods. Daniel 3 verses 17 to 18. No demand was made. No bargain was offered. Their faith was not based on escape. It was based on trust. The furnace was heated 7 times hotter than usual. The fire roared. The soldiers who carried them were burned. Fear was meant to win. Death was expected. And yet, something holy was happening. They were bound and thrown in. Their future seemed sealed. Their story appeared to be ending in flames. But what was meant to destroy them was used to reveal something greater. As the fire burned, something unexpected was seen. The king looked again, confused and shaken. He asked, "Did we not throw 3 men into the fire?" The answer was clear. "Yes, 3. But I see 4, he said. "And the 4th looks like a son of the gods." The fire was still burning. The furnace was still hot. But they were not alone. This is where the message becomes clear. God did not stop the fire. The furnace was not removed. The trial was not cancelled. But his presence was added. Chains were burned away. Fear lost its power. The fire that was meant to kill only freed them. Not a hair on their heads was singed. Not a smell of smoke was found on them. It was not because the fire was weak. It was because God was present. This truth is still alive today. When you walk through deep waters, you may expect the waters to part. Sometimes they do, but sometimes you are carried through instead. As it is written, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned." Isaiah 43 verse 2. Notice it is not said if you walk through the fire. It is said when. Trouble is not always avoided by faith, but faith is always strengthened in trouble. Courage under pressure is not loud. It is quiet obedience. It is trust when answers are not seen. It is standing when bowing would be easier. You may be in a furnace right now. The heat may be felt in your finances, your health, your relationships, or your mind. Prayers may feel unanswered. Deliverance may seem delayed. And still, you are not forgotten. God is not absent in your fire. He is not watching from a distance. He is walking beside you. Even when the flames rise, His presence remains steady. The fire may not be removed because something else is being removed instead. Fear, pride, doubt, or chains that cannot be broken any other way. What the enemy plans for destruction is often used by God for deliverance. What looks like the end is often a doorway. What feels like loss is often preparation. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego walked out of the fire stronger than they walked in. They were not changed by the culture. The culture was changed by their courage. Even the king's heart was turned, and God was honored before all. Your faith, too, is being watched, not just by people, but by the heavens. Every choice to stand is seen. Every moment of trust is counted. So do not give up because the fire is still there. Do not believe that silence means absence. Do not bow to fear just to escape pain. Stand. Stand in faith. Stand in truth. Stand even if rescue does not come the way you expect. Because even if the fire stays, you will not be alone in it. And one day, when you step out, it will be said that what was meant to destroy you only revealed the God who walks with His people through the fire. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. And your courage is being formed, even now.